What is up, boys? So in this video, we're going to be talking about the brand new secret unit, SUKUNA. This guy is very good and is very strong, so if you guys don't have him yet, then I would recommend getting him. And not only that, we also managed to get full Z+ stats on this guy, so we're going to be able to talk about his almost absolute max stats. But anyways, boys, here's a quick shout out to my members. Now let's do it. Okay, I've actually not seen this unit too much. This is going to be kind of interesting. But anyways, SUKUNA, this guy has full Z+ stats, and that's actually something that will be a bit of a trend with the units that are coming up in the next couple of overviews and everything like that. So on placement, he costs 2,000 yen. Also, he is level 60, so he is completely maxed. The stats should be fairly consistent with this guy, as what they should have been with the other units in the past. But SUKUNA on placement costs 2,000, and he has a placement cap of 3. On placement, he has a 2.95k damage, which is super cool. It's 6.2 second SPA and 24.5 studs of range. And this is kind of unique because his UI menu actually has like a little bit of an underborder, which is super cool. So upgrade 1 costs 3,100 yen, and his damage goes from 2.95k to 3.61k. His SPA stays the same at 6.2 seconds, but he does gain half of a stud in range. By the way, he has Splash AoE, and he's going to be staying Splash AoE for a little bit yet. But upgrade 2, he goes from 3.61k to 5.38k. SPA drops down to 5.8 seconds, and his range increases to 25.6 studs. And this upgrade costs 4,000 yen. Little bit of a jump, just a tiny jump. So upgrade 3, he goes from 5.38k to 7.02k. His SPA jumps up from 5.8 seconds to 6.2 seconds, so on upgrade 3, he does take a little bit of a toll in his SPA. His range increases to 27.8k. Little bit of an increase, which is pretty cool. And this costs 5,100 yen, and he also gets the ability Dismantle Slam, which this takes him from Splash AoE to full AoE. Super cool. And he's also, what's really nice is he is multi-tick, so you ain't got to worry about shielded enemies. So upgrade 3, he goes from 7.02k to 7.42k. SPA drops down to 5.8 seconds again, and he does gain a little bit of a stud increase and a little bit of a range increase, I guess is what it actually is called. I can English, I promise. So upgrade 4, he goes from 7.42k to 8.64k damage. His SPA stays at 5.8 studs, but his range goes up to 30 studs average. This costs 7,300 yen and is starting to become a little bit pricey already. So I haven't seen this guy's upgrade past upgrade 5, so this is gonna be kind of new for me too. So upgrade 5, he goes from 8.64k to 9.51k. His SPA stays the same at 5.8 seconds, but his range increases to 32.3 studs. He gains the ability Cleaving Dash, and this costs 8,000 yen. And he goes to line AoE. Okay, interesting. So for Namek, I should have put this in line with this pathway here, because then it would have been able to hit all of them fairly efficiently, at least. So upgrade 6, he goes from 9.51k to 10.5k. His SPA drops down to 5.3 seconds, and his range increases to 33.4 studs, and this costs 9,200 yen. Very, very cool. Which, by the way, I haven't talked about this guy's passes yet. We could totally talk about it now, since upgrade 8 is when he gets a bunch of them. Oh, upgrade 8 and then upgrade 9, my bad. Attacks before upgrade 9 cleave enemies, making them take 20% more damage from bleed. So if you have Chasso, or I think I pronounced that correctly, feel free to bully me otherwise, or Alucard, bleed is going to take a little bit more damage. So basically, this guy works well with Alucard, which is kind of funny. So upgrade 7, he goes from 10.5k damage to 11.27k damage. His SPA stays at 5.3 seconds, and his range increases to 34.5 studs. He gains the ability Sinister Sanctum, and this upgrade costs 10,400 yen. He stays line AoE, and he does get an ability, Sinister Sanctum. Upon activation, damage plus 300% for the attack Sinister Sanctum. Cleaves enemies upon hit, damage plus 1% for each kill during Sinister Sanctum, up to 30%, and cleaves enemies 300%. Hang on, really? Damage plus 300 attack damage for the attack 300. So that does 300% extra damage. So it's basically times 3. Dude, that's crazy. That's cool. So upgrade 8, he goes from 14.66k damage to 19.79k damage. His SPA jumps up from 5.3 seconds to 6.7 seconds. So upgrade AT is going to be taking a little bit of a hit in his SPA. Although I guess it'd be upgrade 9. He also gains the ability Flame Release, and this costs 13,000 yen. And he goes Cone AoE, which is really cool. Now, his passive. Divine Flames gains the fire elements, damage plus 40%, immune to stun, which is very cool. So he is the first unit to have multiple elements, which is super cool. So he still keeps the curse, but he also gains fire too. That's cool. So we'll turn that on. And upgrade 10, he goes from 25.88k damage to 28.34k damage. His SPA stays at 6.7 seconds, but he goes up to 40 studs in range. This also costs 14,200 yen. This guy's kind of powerful, man. Holy crap. So upgrade 11, he goes to from 28.34k damage to 31.6k damage. His SPA drops down to 6.2 seconds, and his range increases to 43.4 studs. This upgrade costs 15,500 yen. And that is him completely maxed. Again, level 60, all Z plus stats. Wow. 300% attack. Upon activation, damage plus 300 attack, plus 300% for the attack Sinister Sanctum. So does this mean that triples? It goes up to 90k because, dude, that'd be insane. I gotta check this out now, man. Hang on. Okay, 1.7. Wow, oh my gosh, it actually does. Whoa. 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 That's cool. All right, boys. Y'all should know the drill by this point. We're going to go ahead and check out the Haruka Rin buff. Got to place her down for like 6 waves, though, in order to get her buff all the way up to the max. And then we'll place down 2 other Sukunas just to see how much anarchy we can actually cause with them. Also, I'd like to fully add Haruka Rin is very much having a moment right now. Not sure what kind of moment she's having, but I think that moment entails a few too many monsters or Red Bulls. Either way, she is jittering harder than me after some pre-workout. So, GG. Hey, just jumping in here real quick to say that if you're enjoying the video, then make sure to not only like it, but also subscribe for more. Currently, I'm trying to hit 100,000 subscribers before the year 2024 ends, which is not flipping happening since the end of the year is literally next month. But you know what? That's okay. All support is still appreciated. Thank you. Okay, let's continue. All right, Haruka Rin is still spasming, and that's completely fine. But with the Haruka Rin buff activated and up, Sukuna does 34.94k damage. Again, that is not including the Sinister Sanctum ability, which is quite fun. Sucks that it's a global cooldown, but like that kind of makes sense because Sukuna would be very, very powerful. But anyways, let's go ahead and get 3 Sukunas down and get them upgraded. Well, I guess it'd be 2 since we already had 1 maxed, but it's fine. Now let the chaos begin. Ability activate. Persona transformation. Anyways. Yeah, it's about what I expected. Wave 40, these guys are holding it just fine. Yeah, I did. So Sukuna is a little bit annoying to evolve, especially considering the fact that you have to play the boss rush mode. All right, sorry, my bad. Itadori. Itadori is a little bit annoying to evolve into Sukuna, but it's fine because quite literally all you have to do is just kill Sukuna a bunch of times. So you don't have to necessarily complete the boss rush mode in order to evolve Itadori. You're just missing out on a ton of rewards if you don't complete it, that's all. So a 300% damage buff every 180 seconds, basically every 3 minutes. Yeah, boys, I'd say that's pretty dang good. Also considering the fact that it is basically, it's also nice because it affects all 3 Sukunas. However, this guy might actually be very valuable getting Monarch on. Ethereal and Monarch both work, it's all up to you. But either way, if you need a really, really strong secret unit, consider getting your hands a hold of Sukuna. By the way, if you haven't checked out my Rengoku unit overview video yet, then make sure to go watch it by clicking on it right here. Rengoku is still available and is a very good burn unit, so I'd absolutely recommend getting him. And also check out if he's good here. Dismissed?